Hello everyone, it's Sandra and welcome to today's video. It's been a while. I haven't posted a video in about a week because I've just been busy. My grandpa actually came to visit, which was so much fun and so great and special, and I can only dream and hope that when I'm 86 years old, I can travel from Romania to the United States by myself and I'm still, to still be in good health. I just think that's amazing. He really wanted to come. He was determined. He was determined to come visit us because, usually we just go to him because it's easier. He was adamant that he wanted to come and just see us and see our lives and see us established. So we made it happen. He came to visit, and the nice thing is that well, now I'm going on a tangent, but it's a big deal, right? It means a lot to me, so I'm more than happy to share that with you. But Romanian citizens, if they want to visit the United States, they can't just come to the United States. They need to apply for a visa. Even as a tourist, you still need to apply for a visa. The nice thing is that for citizens over 80, they don't have to do an interview, so it's a bit of an easier, quicker process for him to get a visa. So really happy that we made it happen. Today's video is going to be an anti-haul because I don't know, I feel like I had a Sephora sale hangover over these past weeks. There was so much excitement and so much content around the Sephora sale, and I got some new makeup in the Sephora sale, and I've just been enjoying what I have. I get in these moods, I get in these phases, and yeah, I've been trying to do like a low buy, and I've just been enjoying what I have, really. I've been, enjoying the new things that I got in the Sephora sale, except for the Guerlain foundation. I still don't like that foundation, but sometimes I like it, but most of the time when I try to use it, I don't like it. And today, I just went back to an old faithful, the Makeup Forever HD Skin Foundation, and I love it. So, moral of the story is the grass isn't always greener, and the best foundation for you might already be in your makeup bag. The first thing we have is a new Lisa Eldridge launch, and I have to say I was not expecting this. I was convinced that her next launch would be concealer. I don't know why, but I just had it in my mind. Okay, this year Lisa's going to bless us with the concealer, and even though I don't love the foundation, maybe I'll love the concealer. That's what I was expecting, but no, Lisa Eldridge is surprising us, blessing us with skincare. She launched a cleansing balm, like a cleansing, an oil cleansing balm thing in a tube, and a face mist. And I have to say, they both sound delightful. And I would probably buy them and try them at some point. I just don't need either of those products in my life right now. Right now I'm using the Jordan Samuel Skin, the Matinee Cream Cleanser. That's what I use as kind of like my first step to remove my makeup. I use that with Face Halo. So that's my first cleanse, and then for my second cleanse I use the Matinee Gel Cleanser, also by Jordan Samuel Skin. So love those. And I'm really happy with them, so that's what I'm using right now. I don't really need a cleanser at the moment, so that's my justification for that. And then in terms of the face mist, I'm loving, and I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. So I don't know, maybe once I use this up, I'll order the Lisa Eldridge to try, but the Lisa Eldridge doesn't seem to be, it seems to be more of like a skincare hydrating mist. It's not exactly like a makeup setting spray that helps enhance the longevity and like oil control or anything. So maybe like in the fall and winter, I'll try the Lisa Eldridge. But for now, I'm really happy with the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. And as we get closer to summer, in the heat and humidity, I get even more oily. So something like the new Milk makeup setting spray. I wanted to get that in the Sephora sale, but it's sold out. That one is a makeup setting spray that claims to have some oil control, so I would be more inclined to try that first. When it comes to foundation, there's a new Gucci foundation that launched, and it's like a long-wearing foundation, which kind of confused me for a bit because I could swear that the other Gucci foundation is also meant to be long-wearing, and that one, like the first Gucci foundation came and went. I was like, again, I was intrigued by it, but I was never intrigued enough to buy it. And then I kind of got over it. And then now this new one, whatever. You know what I mean? Especially since I just got burned with the Guerlain. Maybe I shouldn't be trying new foundations. Maybe I should just stick to what I know. I keep meaning to just repurchase the Dior Face and Body foundation because that's another foundation that I absolutely love. When I was chatting with some of you in the DMs on Instagram, some of you that were also having similar issues with the Guerlain foundation that I'm having, you know, the clinging to dry patches and all that. We were talking about how much we love the Makeup Forever HD Skin and the Dior Face and Body, so maybe I should just buy the Dior Face and Body again. The next foundation that caused quite a stir when it launched is the Saie Foundation. Saie as a brand is 100% a no for me, and I want them to launch something that I would be inclined to buy, but so far every single thing is, it's just too dewy. The whole range seems to be catering to people with dry skin because every single thing they make is dewy, glossy, glowy. I love a bit of dew and glossy, glowy, but just like a tiny little bit in certain areas, and I already have products that fill that void for me. I don't need more new dewy, glossy products. So far, every single thing that Saie has launched has been a miss for me, just because I just don't think it's going to be suitable for my skin type, my skin concerns. It's a shame because I love the aesthetic of the brand and it appeals to me visually, but anytime I read the description of the products, I'm like, no, this is going to slide off my face after 5 minutes. The next two foundations that are kind of on my radar are reformulations of two foundations that I really, really, really love. So I'm definitely curious to try the new reformulated versions. Curious how they would compare to the original faves. Lancome Teint Idole Ultra, an iconic product that has been reformulated recently, and then YSL All Hours has also been reformulated. They're supposed to be even more cosmetically elegant, even more long wearing, and I really loved both of those foundations. Like Lancome Teint Idole, I've been using it for years and years and years, on and off. Like it's in and out of my makeup collection. I don't have it in my makeup collection right now, but it's something that I think I've gone through like 4 bottles of it in my lifetime. YSL All Hours was my wedding day foundation, and it's just like the most beautiful, long-wearing foundation. At least it was, from what I remember. It was like Estee Lauder Double Wear, but lighter weight. And yeah, it was a beautiful foundation. So I'm very curious about the new iteration of it. I'll try them at some point, but I don't know. Will something else come up and steal my attention? Perhaps. If you have tried, especially the Lancome Teint Idole, the new reformulated version, let me know your thoughts because I'm hearing mixed feedback so far. Some people are saying the new version is worse. Some people are saying it's the same. Next, let's talk bronzers. All 3 of these bronzers are very, very, very tempting, and I will probably get one of them by the end of the year, but I am controlling myself. I'm saying a no to them right now because I have 2 bronzers in my project pan. I do project pan every year. I have like 10 makeup products that I'm setting out to use up throughout the year, and I have a cream bronzer in my project pan, the Jouer cream bronzer, and a powder bronzer, the Becca, rest in peace, now discontinued Becca bronzer. So once I use up those 2 bronzers, then I can justify maybe, you know, dabbling into a new one. The first is an ultimate total splurge, and it's the Hermes Plein Air Mineral Bronzer. I was just mesmerized by the beauty of the H embossing on it, and I like the fact that it's got multiple tones of tan. I think they would look really beautiful as eyeshadows as well. And you do get a lot of bronzer. It's supposed to be a beautiful formula. I'm hearing nothing but really, really positive feedback, as I should, because it's $100 bronzer, which is absolutely insane. It's supposed to be this beautiful, you know, mineral powder bronzer, so it's not super, super matte, but also not super shimmery. It's just supposed to have that beautiful satin finish on the skin that I absolutely love. And the tones look really beautiful. Is it a groundbreaking product? No. Will it change your life? Absolutely not. I think if I had no powder bronzers and if I just wanted to splurge on one, I could see like that would be more justifiable for me. Like I bought into Hermes Beauty when it first launched. Like I have one of the lip balms, which I really love. That's something that's always in my makeup bag, the Rose Tan lip balm. So good. And then I also really love the Rose Tan blush. That's like one of my favorite blushes that I own. But ever since those launches, anything else that they have been launching has been like, it's been nice, but it hasn't been tempting enough for me until the bronzer. I think the bronzer's gorgeous. Another tempting bronzer that's a bit more tolerable in terms of price, a little bit more reasonable, especially during a sale, is the Pat McGrath bronzer. I'm so excited that Pat McGrath has bronzers in the range. The Pat McGrath blush formula is one of my favorite powder blush formulas, and the bronzers are in a very similar format. Then the next tempting, probably the most tempting product, this, not gonna lie, I was pretty close to ordering this a couple of times throughout the past week, but I slapped my own wrist, and it's the new Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Bronzer Drops. How gorgeous. I could swear they had something like this before. They used to have this this foundation in a very, very similar packaging. It was called the Maestro Foundation. And then they also had like Maestro Glow. And they used to have like a white one that you could mix in and make foundations lighter. It was really cool, a really gorgeous, innovative formula. And yeah, this launch kind of reminds me of those older products, and I'm so intrigued. I wish there were more shades. I think that the shade range is pretty bad. The two lightest shades, shade 90 and shade 100, I would like a shade in between them. 90 feels like it's a bit too light, and 100 feels like it will be a bit too dark for me. So if there was like a shade 95, I would love that. But yeah, this is definitely a product that I would like to check out in person before purchasing, but it's something that I'm very, very tempted by. Tanya B. Wells here on YouTube, she did a video, and I think she bought both shades. She bought 90 and 100, and she prefers shade 100 on her skin tone. She's like a little bit more tan than me. Watching her video kind of really, really tempted me and piqued my interest, and I think it's a formula that I definitely want to experience. So that's been the most tempting bronzer. But again, Armani Beauty does have great sales on their website as well. And then if this product ever makes it to Sephora, I can always get this later on in a Sephora sale. So I'm in no rush. Finally, let's talk ourselves out of some eyeshadow, new eyeshadow releases. Both Victoria Beckham and Hourglass launched eyeshadow sticks in the last month, and they look gorgeous. Anytime I see somebody use one, I'm like, yes, it looks amazing. And I think Victoria from In the Fro did an ad for Victoria Beckham, and she was using every single eyeshadow crayon, and it was so well done, and she rocked every single shade. They all looked amazing. And that's like one of the most tempting ads I had seen, where I was literally like, yep, I can see myself also using every single shade, because the way she wore them was just so chic and so effortless and so beautiful. But in practice, I have eyeshadow sticks. I have the OG Laura Mercier ones, and I think they're great. I have a Sicily one that I use all the time. This is like a matte taupe shade that I like to use like almost like an eyeliner. And I'm good. And in terms of the other, like the Laura Mercier, the more special metallic shades, I don't reach for them that often. So in practice, if I buy a new eyeshadow stick, whether it's from Victoria Beckham or from Hourglass, will I be reaching for that over my tried and true one and done powder eyeshadows or cream eyeshadows in a pot? I don't think so. I think if I was using crayons on a more regular basis, it would make sense for me to get a new one from one of these brands to try, but I'm really happy with my OG powder shadows, my little potted single shadows, my cream shadows. I'm happy. I'm very happy with my current eyeshadow situation. So something just has to be so innovative and special and crazy gorgeous for me to be tempted to buy it. I think I'm good for now. The next thing that was super tempting was the new Byredo eyeshadow palette. Maybe this will be a yearly thing. Every year Byredo will bless us with this large, gorgeous eyeshadow palette with a bunch of different shades. Last year they did one that I was super tempted by. And then this year, the same thing. I have to say color-wise, the one from this year is more exciting to me than the other one. But you know why it's more exciting to me? Because I already have all those shades. Any eye look that I would be creating with that new Byredo palette, I can already create using stuff I have, because I am boring and really basic when it comes to eyeshadows, and I do the same thing every day. I'm just really into these like minimal, a little bit of a sheen, but nothing too crazy, nothing too out there. Like, yes, sometimes I do a more intense smoky eye, for example, but I have more than enough. I have everything that I could need for any eyeshadow look that I would practically want to do. And that's practical for my everyday life, my lifestyle. I'm not going to costume parties and galas every week to warrant me having this array of bold, intense shades. And especially as I get older, I don't know, I'm finding that less is more when it comes to eyeshadow. Whenever I overdo it with eyeshadow on my eyelids, I don't end up loving the way that it looks on me. So I'm kind of going through this like less is more phase when it comes to eyeshadow. When I bought the Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes palette, which is still one of my favorites, when I bought that palette, I could genuinely see myself using every single shade in that palette on a regular basis, and that has been true. So I can't really say the same thing about the Byredo palette. I'm gonna be fine without this. But it's gorgeous. We tend to repeat the same things, right? If you look at your favorite eyeshadows, for example, if you look at your favorite lipsticks, if you look at your favorite blushes, your favorite color products, you will notice patterns, you will notice purchasing patterns, you will notice that you tend to gravitate towards the same things. You know, if you like taupes, you can see that you're always buying taupes. Or if you like nude pink lipsticks, you'll see that you have more nude pink lipstick. Tying it all in with my thoughts from the beginning of the video, the best makeup for you is probably already in your makeup bag. That's it for me. That's what I'm not buying this month. If you're doing a low buy or a no buy this month, let me know in the comments. We can hold each other accountable, keep each other strong. Hope you're having a beautiful day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.